Hello there everyone, my name is Squalo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, today we have so much to talk about because tomorrow, or actually by European time, that's today, that we might see an incredibly huge move, today or tomorrow, see an incredibly huge move in Bitcoin. And this is not clickbait. Bitcoin is potentially about to absolutely explode. And there are quite a lot of things that happen besides what I'm about to share with you guys. So stay tuned till the end and make sure always to watch my videos from the beginning and until the end. And also, of course, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I make a new upload. And thanks to you guys, we're one of the fastest growing crypto YouTube channels out there in the whole world. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. And all your support, all your likes, all your views, everything. So thank you so much for that. Now, let's get into talking about CPI, about inflation, about quite a few pieces of news that are not as important as a lot of people think, and then get to the main juice as to why I expect tomorrow to be one of the biggest days in crypto potentially. So let's just get into this. And again, not clickbait. Let's just watch it till the end. So first things first, let's talk about inflation, about CPI. So basically, we've seen that the forecast on the headline one was about 3.8, came in at 4.7, so lower than expected. But again, it's not exactly a drop from the previous reading, so it's very insignificant. And Fed wants to see reduction in inflation. So this kind of a drop is not what we want to see, even though it was in line with the expectations. Now, when it comes to the main one, so basically, the forecast was 3.3, an increase of 0.3 from 3. So it's actually an uptick, which is, in my opinion, quite bad. That's why for the show, and by the way, I apologize for the not so fancy background, is because we're in the middle of the United States right now on our way to Alaska in a $1,400 car, which is quite crazy. And it's difficult for me to find time for you guys to make the videos with all the updates, but I did just now. It's almost midnight right here where we are right now. So that's why the background is what it is. It's a $50 motel, which is part of this expedition and this challenge. And the vlog, the first vlog, is going to come out tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow. Really want to push it as hard as possible. So, but it came in at 3.2. So this is kind of positive. So the market quite enough fluctuated to decide. We're going to take a look at the TA and my price targets at the end of the video. So I don't see this as a positive. It came in as a positive that it's lower than expected, but it still is higher than the previous reading, and it, primarily because of housing. So that's not so good. So that's why in the show, in the episode today, I've actually taken a short trade on Bitcoin, a small one, a scalp trade, and it played out quite well. But my big trade we're going to talk about. Now, next thing about unemployment. We actually saw an uptick in unemployment, but it's not something very significant. Hopefully, it's just this tendency is not going to continue. Wanted to point this out. Now, quickly, some news from the CME Data, and it shows that there is 90.5% probability of the Fed pausing after the July CPI print. So we'll see. So this is kind of positive, but I think it's down the road. We're going to find out in September once they finally meet again, because they're not going to be meeting in August, only in September. So it's going to be a bit delayed. Now, next thing, which a lot of people took as something, huge news, that SEC seeks to appeal the ruling that Ripple XRP isn't a security. So Gary Gensler is just, he keeps going and keeps wasting the money and resources of the government, all of the taxpayers. Quite frankly, it's none of the money is government's, it's all of the taxpayers. So it's just a waste of resources. And certainly is this, and a surprise? In my opinion, it's not. If it's in your opinion, it is a surprise, then okay. The reason why I'm not worried about this one bit is, number one, the SEC does not have the right to appeal just yet, which is why they're asking permission to file an interlocutory appeal, whatever that means. Ripple will file its response within the court next week. Stay tuned. So they are not even allowed to appeal yet. And here also a good reason as to why I'm not worried. The individual defendant's trial will begin around May 24th on this whole appeal. That means that final judgment in this case won't be entered until late summer of 2024. So in at least 12 months from today, at the earliest, any appeal would go well into 2025. So for the bull market's sake, we are safe. I wouldn't worry about this one bit. And even though I don't think that the judge spent 3 years on this, Judge Torres, and then suddenly the appeal would overturn it, it would look very bad. So I really doubt anything would come out of this. So it's a waste of resources. Please vote this bold guy. I'm bold as well. I just shaved my head, but I'm not really actually bold. But this bold guy needs to go, so vote him out. Now, the biggest thing right now, tomorrow, SEC to announce major Bitcoin ETF decision. tomorrow. Well, for the United States, for depending on where you are in the world, it might be for you today. So this is huge in my opinion. And it is, I mean, it's again, as I said, it's not clickbait, and we're going to get to the price chart in just a second. According to ETF analyst, the decision related to ARK Invest, so ARK 21 shares Bitcoin ETF, will likely be released by the end of tomorrow. So although the official deadline is stated as August the 13th, which is actually a Sunday, so it's going to probably happen a day earlier or 2 days earlier on a Friday. So, and this is absolutely huge. You guys, you can imagine what is going to get capped at the Bitcoin price if it would be approved. I think that the Bitcoin price will just cut maybe even double within a few weeks. So this is how huge this is going to be. But just for you to hold your horses, understanding how dumb, how ridiculous this agency is, they will most likely delay it. So they will not deny it. I mean, if there's also a chance that they might come out and deny it for whatever stupid small reason, this is going to be a bit negative. So the market is going to definitely tank on this cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. So if it's delayed, and most likely I give a 95% chance that it's going to actually be simply delayed. And we know that the latest delay of the delays that they can do when it comes to ARK Invest, this application, is January of next year. So maximum like a couple of months from now, like 4 or 6 months. So this is the longest. So, and I think that this is what they're going to be doing. This is how long it's going to take, just like with the debt ceiling negotiations between Republicans and Democrats. So, and therefore, tomorrow, if it's delayed, I am expecting a slight downside also in the prices, but it's going to be sustained by one of these levels right here. So I don't think it's going to be anything major if it's delayed, because this is what the whole market is expecting. And I think it might already even be priced in. So as long as we avoid the whole denial for a huge reason that all other, applications would have the same kind of a problem, then this would really be quite bad. So, but I don't think anything will come out of it. Maybe a tiny volatility, or if it's, actually approved, well, this could be humongous. Now, getting to TA, like my big trade that you've seen me building a long trade that I was adding into it along the way, it's still there. So all my orders to add to this long trade at 28, 27.5, 27 are all still there. Now, when it comes to this breakout, and we've seen it, this absolutely beautiful breakout. And guys, by the way, I'm trading on Bybit, and with my exclusive link down in the description of this video, you can claim up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses. But this is one thing. The other thing is that if you're a Bybit trader and you've used my link, you can actually join my free Discord channel, where there is a link to it down in the description of this video. And this is where you can see all of my trades and the trades of my team. So, and this is also where you get free lifetime access if you're a Bybit trader. So use my link to Bybit, sign up, and join our incredible community. This is where we post all of our trades. So, and here, right now, we are seeing this kind of a rejection and kind of retest of this area. So this basically used to be our resistance. Now it's turning into a support. If tomorrow we're going to see something positive from SEC or nothing terrible, then potentially we're going to just bounce off of it and potentially maybe continue this kind of a breakout, retest, and then push finally an impulse. But again, if something is bad, then I think that we could actually correct and even retest. For one, the first target would be 29,000 right here, big order block, and just this downward sloping line. And then certainly 28,650. Well, for one, it's a big support here, and also big support from a bigger time frame, this blue level, which is this thing right here. And certainly if it's going to be something absolutely terrible, and we actually break all these levels, then the next target could actually be much lower. But again, I think that we have to wait until tomorrow and see what SEC is going to come up with and what they're going to actually say, because this could be monumental. Maybe Larry Finn came out and said, listen, Gary, just give us something nice, give us this ETF and shut up and just do your thing with XRP, give us the ETF. There is 1% chance of this. So maybe we'll see a huge pump tomorrow. Just pay attention to the news and check out these quick tutorials to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. And as always, peace and love. Thomas Krallo. We need to be on our way to Alaska, so I'm gonna go sleep and then continue this incredible journey. Look forward to the vlog. It's gonna come out very soon. And check out this quick tutorials to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. Peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.